Welcome to the AlphaXperience on the Pony Express, where it took up to 10 days for mail to get across the country.
Welcome to the AlphaXperience, presented by us, with thanks to Gramma for letting us use the backyard.
And thanks to Mem Mom for setting us up.
Yeah, dude, broken record, man. Thanks to Mem Mom for setting us up.
Yep, he's Papawate, I'm the boy, and this is the special Over the River and Through the Woods edition of AlphaXperience.
Nice, nice. You enjoying the cool weather?
It's great. Grandma has reindeer.
Grandma has what? What are you talking
Reindeer.
about? What?
Grandma has reindeer.
What are you talking about, dude?
It's been raining and Grandma has deer in her backyard that sometimes visit us.
All right. Anyway, it's nice to be out of the desert heat, that's for sure.
Although right now it does feel like we're in the desert because of how
It's-
the sun is shining on us.
It did decide to get really warm all of a sudden after raining this morning.
Yeah.
All right.
But if you like the show, check us out here on YouTube. And you already bought... Oh, so what am I saying?
No doubt, dude.
Papawate, tell us what's coming up.
What's coming up? It's our best episode yet.
We always say that.
I know. I mean, I believe it. You gotta
Getting
fake.
better at it.
Yeah, you gotta fake it till you make it, bro.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna talk about vintage gas station pumps and signs. We'll stay with that theme, but add in a dragon. We'll talk about how mail used to cross the country and where the place is. I don't even know what that means right now. We saw some artwork this week too, didn't we? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we drove along a very long, windy, winding river. And we'll take questions from our fan base. How many subscribers do we have now?
But first, you forgot to add in that we went to 2 Stonehenges.
We did go to 2 Stonehenges. I guess
The
we could
first
talk.
one had a course.
The first Stonehenge did have a curse. The
Yes.
second one was kind of windy too, but it was
So
okay.
technically it's a course too, kind of.
Okay.
You almost lost your hat.
That's true. You were really worried about me losing the hat.
Yes.
All right. Well, either way, we'll talk about all those things. So, how many subscribers do we have now?
You got a new subscriber.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then that must be somebody new outside the family.
Uncle Cutie.
You think it's Uncle Cootie?
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Coots Magoots.
Why'd you say that?
That's what we call him. What do you want to call him? The big Russian bear?
He's
Cutie.
He's Ukrainian bear.
Oh, the big Ukrainian bear. That's right.
Remember? That's what
I do
He's
remember.
Ukrainian bear.
That's true. He's Ukrainian bear. Cootie,
Cutie.
Cootie,
Cutie.
Cootie and the
Cootie.
Jets. All right, that's my Elton John impersonation. Not so good, I know. All right. So, well, either way, we got one new subscriber. That's great,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. You want to know what?
What?
I don't know, but it's time for Fact of the Week.
Facts. They may not sound real, but they are. Or at least we think that they are, and you know how smart we are.
All right. The Fact of the Week, selected randomly by Mem Mom and you. Did you know that turtles can breathe out of their butts?
Yes.
You did know that?
Yeah.
Is that because you're a turtle?
No.
How do you know that? You follow around turtles and watch them breathe?
No, I
What's
just...
wrong with you?
I
You're
just,
sick.
I just heard a really weird fact once.
Okay.
I like looking at weird facts, and I saw that, and it's gross.
Well, we know that you like to look at weird facts and facts that don't seem believable, because that's how come we added Fact of the Week to our show.
Yes.
So should I tell you more about turtles and their butts?
No, it's gross. I don't want to hear it.
I'm going to tell it to our fan base, including Coots Magoots. All right, so technically the term for it is cloacal respiration. Apparently, sea turtles have a pair of accessory air bladders connected to the cloaca, which can absorb oxygen from the water. So technically, it's not breathing as we know it. Instead, it's the diffusion of oxygen in and carbon dioxide out, right? I also learned that turtles hibernate, and when they do, their main source of oxygen is through their butt as well. I didn't know that. I also learned that turtles aren't breathing when they're underwater while sleeping. Instead, did you know that sea turtles can essentially hold their breath for 4 to 7 hours?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, this is a fact of the week for our fan base, not necessarily you. So,
I know.
So we were out on our road trip this week, and you found a really cool place for us outside of Provo, Utah.
Yeah.
What was it?
What's the name of it?
Sparks Museum.
And like it had a whole ton of old gas pumps and stuff like that.
Yeah, gas pumps and signs. I guess his name's Sparky. He's in his 80s. Lives in Hawaii now, but he's been a big collector of gas pumps and signage.
And Bob's Big Boys.
And Bob's Big Boys.
And old cars.
And old cars. But first, on the outside, we walked around and he had several dozen old gas pumps. They're pretty cool from all kinds of places and a lot of signage out there, right? There was a Route 66.
Sinclair.
Sinclair. What else did you see out there?
Texaco.
Conoco.
The whale thing that was that cowboy guy. You know that one?
The one with the cowboy guy? We'll have to look up that one and drop a picture in for people to see.
There's an old Coke.
There was old Coke stuff too. But then like on gas stations there was like Conoco, and there was one about like the Patriots or militia from New England or something like that. I forget what the name of that one was.
Conoco, I think.
Was that Conoco?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we saw Grizzly. Gosh, there were so many of them. Mohawk. 76 station. And then we were outside walking all around, and then after that we went inside and we found out there was a museum with... What did you think about the museum section?
I said that the car looked really cool. It was that like there was a car that looked like that had like a nice paint job and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, multiple cars in there that looked good.
Think about all those signs that he had inside. He had them in just unbelievably great condition too, right?
Yeah.
They were from all sorts of places I'd never heard of before too.
There were also like neon signs and stuff.
Had neon signs. He also had Elwood and Jake, the Blues Brothers, in there, and he had a barbershop quartet.
All types of stuff.
Yeah, had Marilyn Monroe in there too. Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was a good find you had there. I mean, he must have invested. It's got to be a few $1 million worth of stuff in there.
But also, I think that they had some like model planes in there.
That's right. He had a couple of planes that were from the movies, right? And you get to see that the plane was like a scale model size plane, like maybe like 10, 12 feet long, that had appeared in a James Bond movie, and another one had appeared in some early movie about pilots, but it shows you like movie magic, right? Because it's a much smaller size.
Yeah, but they make it seem like it's large.
Right.
That way they don't have to spend a whole ton of money on an actual plane.
That's right. That was pretty cool. Yeah. And then from there we took a trip to Bountiful. We're going to have to see right now as we're talking about this whether or not we've got a guest appearance by Mr. Squirrel. It's not a chipmunk, so it's not Chip or Dale. But it is Mr. Squirrel passing on by. See you later, Mr. Squirrel. So on our trip to Bountiful, we found what? What did we find there?
A license plate dragon.
We found a license plate dragon. That's pretty cool. How many license plates do you think it took to make that dragon?
500.
I'm going to say 1,200. We'll have to look it up and see. I don't know. There's a lot of license plates, man. That's pretty cool, too, right? It was right there in the middle of a city park. Lots of kids were playing and everything. That was pretty neat.
There's a little bit of water.
What's that?
There was a little bit of water, like
They had a fountain out there, too. The kids were playing in the fountain. Yeah. You like that? You like the dragon?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then where'd our road trip take us from there? Where did we go?
Well, I think before we went to Bountiful, in the Salt Lake City place, there was This Is the Place.
Did we go to
Pony
Bountiful?
Express.
Did we go to Bountiful after Salt Lake City?
Yeah. Bountiful is north.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you drive next time. All right, so we went to, what's it called?
This Is the Place and
It's a
Pony
what?
Express.
What's it called?
This Is the Place.
The place for what?
This is the place. Brigham Young. Brigham Young.
I think it was Joseph Smith, right? Was that the
No,
place,
he
or was it
died.
Brigham Young? Oh, he died? I don't know much about that part of it.
Brigham Young.
Okay, Brigham Young. You can say Brigham Young many times. So we went to This Is the Place in Salt Lake City
Yeah.
up on that hill. But then right next door to it is what you saw, but it was pretty cool. What was that?
The Pony Express.
The Pony Express Monument, right?
Yeah, there was also the Mormon Battalion.
The Mormon Battalion was there too. Tell us more about the Pony Express first.
Look at our shorts on YouTube. The Pony Express, it showed a statue of a man on a horse, and there was a man leading another horse next to the guy, and actually, some guy, rode his horse so hard and so fast that he ended up killing his horse because of how it was so stiff that it couldn't get out of its stable, and ended
That's
up
sad.
dying. Yeah.
That's not good. I don't know if you're helping people to want to go to that monument then. Was that a monument to that horse?
It's a monument to the Pony Express, but there was a thing because that guy was talking about how he rode so fast that he killed his horse.
He rode for like 57 hours?
I don't know. He rode for a long time though.
Long time?
And he was riding really fast, record time.
How long did it take to go from East Coast to West Coast back then?
10 days or less.
10 days? Wow, that's a long time. Now you can just get on
Fly.
or you can get on your phone and send an email. Nanosecond.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Or you
crazy.
could just fly over and tell people.
I guess you could fly over too.
Yeah, but that does not really. You don't want to spend all that money and go over there just to tell someone something.
Yeah. Well, then right after we saw the Pony Express monument, then we went downtown Salt Lake City to go see the Mormon Temple. And how was that? That was like we were waiting to go see it all day. This crow was waiting to see it too.
Yeah.
And then we got there to the Mormon Temple, and it was what?
All covered in scaffolding, and now all of these crows are laughing at us because we made a big old mistake going there.
Is that right? Yep. The whole place was being refurbished,
Yeah.
or the front of it was being cleaned. What we did discover was just a couple blocks away was the "You Are Here" installation. What was that?
A whole ton of signs put together, and then would make a thing that says "You Are Here."
If you stood in the right spot, it would all converge, and you'd see the "You Are Here," that logo, right?
Yeah, and it would point to a bench.
Yep. And were we there?
Yeah.
So we hung out right there. We were right where it said "You Are Here,"
Yeah.
but we weren't in the place, but we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you read some of those signs. So there was this or that.
Chicken or egg, something like that.
There was would or could.
Over or under.
There was peanut butter and jelly.
I didn't see that sign.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff on there. We'll have to
Yeah.
look at that again, see what all there was. We'll show everybody what we saw. That was pretty cool. And then after there, where'd we go? Then we basically just drove up into Idaho for a little bit, and then across to Oregon.
Yeah, there was nothing at Ontario.
Went to Ontario, Oregon.
Not Canada.
Not Ottawa,
Yeah.
Ontario, or anything like that. That's right. And then we drove along a very windy, winding Colorado River. It was pretty windy, right?
Columbia.
What?
You said Colorado, not...
Yeah, we went along the Colorado River with our Babylon cat.
No. Columbia River with no cat.
No cat. But if we took our cat, it would have been a Bombay cat.
Yes.
That's right, I always do that. Make that mistake. So yeah, we drove along the Columbia River. We were on the Oregon side, but we did cross over to the Washington side for a moment. What did we do on the Washington side?
Went to Stonehenge.
Stonehenge number 2.
Yeah.
What
Number
happened?
1, the course of Stonehenge. The wind dropped the phone. Not you.
Yeah, so we were taking photos at Stonehenge number 1 in Provo, Utah, or Lehigh?
Lehigh.
So we were in Lehigh, and the phone fell over and smacked flat on its screen right against the pavement. And the gel screen quit working right away, but everything else looked fine. But we scrambled to get a mouse to plug into the phone.
Wild.
A wired mouse, right? Because the screen wasn't working anymore, and we got everything off the phone. And then over the course of like 2 days, the phone became essentially, the whole screen is black now. There is no screen now. The whole thing is just full of black. So you can't see anything anymore. So we got to get a new phone. This is our first episode with a new phone. It's going pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
So then we went to the second Stonehenge, where you were very worried about one particular thing.
Your hat.
You were worried I was going to lose my hat that's 13 years old.
I know, but it's a special hat.
It is true. Again, shout out to Uncle Coots, because I got that hat with Uncle Cootie.
Yeah, your golf hat, the
Yep.
Congressional, but also...
It was when the U.S. Open was at Congressional.
Yeah, the course of Stonehenge with your phone falling, the wind blew. The second Stonehenge, I was worried that you were going to lose your hat because of the wind.
So what else? We drove along the Columbia River for a long time.
Yeah.
And then, we do anything else on that last day? We just basically drove a lot.
Yeah.
Took a break once in a while to get something to drink, get something to eat.
Use the bathroom.
Use the bathroom. And then we made our way to Grandma's house.
Yeah.
And then, the next day you promptly headed to your soccer game to play soccer again. So we got right back into the swing of things after our road trip. Is that it for our road trip?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right. So you know what we got to do now? We got to talk about the joke of last week. So the joke of last week was, what do you do with a dead geologist? What do you think the punchline to that joke is?
Dig a hole and put him in the ground.
There you go. Put him in the bedrock. What do you do with a dead geologist? You bury him. B-A-R-I-U-M. Not B-U-R-Y space H-I-M.
B-U-R-Y. What did you
Bury him. B-A-R.
B-A-R.
I-U-M.
Oh, bury him.
Bury him. You bury him.
I have no idea what that is.
There you go. That was the joke of last week. What did we see in our comment section? Nothing.
Now what's the joke of this week?
Well, the joke of this week appears to be things that fly. Airplanes, helicopters, crows, and starlings, along with a flying squirrel that are all interrupting our podcast. But as he flies overhead, we'll talk about the joke of the week. The joke of the week. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Why did the Scarecrow win a Nobel Prize?
Put what you think the punchline is in the comments.
Well done. The crow's already chimed in. I don't speak crow, so I don't know what he said. But we'll look to the comment section for responses to the joke of the week, and we'll let you know what we see as the best guess, and then we'll share what we think next week.
I think that the crow cursed at that joke because it's a scarecrow joke.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That is very timely. Look at you. Yeah, why did a scarecrow win a Nobel Prize? And the crow cawed at us. What does a crow do? Is it caw?
Yeah.
Caw, caw. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
I think that he does not like that joke.
No, but that was very timely, though, right? And look,
Yeah.
the rain's kind of going to roll back in again, too.
Uh-oh.
All
We better get our reindeer out of here.
That's right. All right. So now it's time, and we can say it this way. Watch this. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to add an S to it. You ready? We can take a question from our subscribers.
Maybe it's from Uncle Cootie.
Maybe. Do we have any questions from our subscribers this week?
Yes, we do. Question to both of you is, what time period in history interests you most, and why?
World War II.
Why?
I don't know.
You like violence, you like warfare, you like machinery.
I like history.
That's when Grandma and Grandpa were born, right after World War II. I mean, this is going to sound like a lame answer, but it's always my same answer. My favorite time period's like right now. Why wouldn't it be? It's the best time ever. We're doing our best episode ever. It's a nice climate. The weather's not too bad. It's cool. It's comfortable. Why would I want to live at some other time? I like just right now. Life's good.
I think she meant what time interests you the most, because I wouldn't want to live in World War II.
You wouldn't?
No, I want to live in a different time period when, more like I want to live in 2023 or one day ago, something like that.
Right, because there was no Minecraft in 1941.
Yeah.
Okay, so what time period interests me the most? I mean, it's going to have to be like the 1880s, the 1890s, something like that. The whole like technological revolution, industrial age,
Industrial,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Industrial
well,
revolution.
hey, come on, you know, I'm trying to remember all this. I got a lot of stuff in my head, okay? The industrial age, right? That's pretty cool. Lots of things were being invented, or maybe like the 1960s, right? Because internet was being invented and computers and space shuttles and stuff like that. Anyway, I guess I'd go with the industrial age or whatever you call the 1960s, or right now, because it's the best time ever. All right, that was the question of the week. Anything else you want to talk about today?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll see how the rest of the week goes. 4th of July is coming up. Probably go out to the water, enjoy blowing up the neighborhood a little bit. But okay. I guess we finished this one up, right?
Yeah.
Put it in a can, wrap it up. Boom. Well done. Boom, my mom.